This is Joe Ryan. One of the bright lights of this year's young FCX season has been the emergence of Stamford's Tiana England. The freshman point guard faced a daunting task when she was asked to replace former All-FCX performer and four-year starter Kelsey Cognetta for the Stamford Black Knights. But she's shown surprising maturity and even scored 29 points in only her second start against the Harding Presidents. We caught up with her coach Todd Parness and Tiana England as they got ready to face Bridgeport Central this past Friday night.
Freshman.
Yes.
When she came to camp, were you expecting her to step right in? When did you think that she was going to be able to come right out and do it?
When she got here, we had heard a little bit about her, that she was, obviously had some potential and she was skilled. We weren't sure if she was going to be able to step right in, and start from the get-go. But when we saw her at that first practice and in those first few scrimmages, it was pretty apparent that she was going to be stepping right in to be the starting point guard.
What about her brings that? What are you surprised about with her?
She's really an overall guard right now. At such a young age, she can go to her left, she can go to her right. She has a really nice shot, and her court awareness is very good as well. She sees things that you wouldn't expect a freshman to see.
So it's her overall maturity?
Yeah, she's mature as a player too. The first game, I asked her if she was nervous starting the first game as a freshman. Her response was, "I don't really get nervous." So she's ready to go.
Now she had 29 points against Norwalk her second time. What was it about that game?
29 against Harding.
Oh, was it against Harding?
Harding.
What was it about that night? Did it all come together for her?
Harding came out really strong against us. Number 5 for them hit a couple threes right off the bat, and she was strong, and we couldn't stop her. And every time she did it, Tiana seemed to have an answer. She came back, wasn't afraid to shoot, wasn't afraid to drive, wasn't afraid to mix it up. She had 5 threes in the game. She scored on layups, scored at the line. She really was, overall.
Now, I know we talked before the season, and you said you lost Kelsey Cognetta last year, 4-year starter. So a lot to expect of a freshman to step right in and take her place.
Right.
And you actually told me you thought you put too much pressure on Kelsey last year.
Yeah.
Is that something you're keeping in the back of your mind as you...
Definitely. We put a lot of pressure on Cognetta last year. I think this year, fortunately for Tiana, it's a much more balanced team. So we don't need to put as much pressure on the guard because we can get scoring from all 5 players. It's not, the pressure isn't solely on her shoulders. It's going to be easier to, she might not have to score 15 points a game. She might score 2 or 4 points in a game, and someone else will step up this year. Whereas last year, we only had a couple players that were able to do that have the skill to do that. And this year, I think we're much more balanced.
Okay, we talked about what she does well. What do you see she has to work on so far?
That's a loaded question, huh? What does she have to do better? We talked to her a lot about, how because she's a freshman, it's hard to step in and be the point guard because it's a leadership role on the court. So one thing we've been talking to her a lot about is, you're a basketball player now. You're not a freshman. When you step on that court, you're a basketball player. So don't be afraid to take a leadership role out there. The other girls have seen you play. They respect your game already, and they'll listen to you. So, don't be afraid to stand up and tell a junior or even a senior, hey, this is where you got to be, or this is what play we're running, or, make sure you get back on D, because she's able to do that.
3-0 already this season. Hey, have you been surprised about the team's success at all, or what? Talk to me about that.
No, we've just been working on playing hard, and that's how we wanted to start the season.
Freshman year coming in here, were you expecting to be on the varsity, or did you expect to be on the JV at the beginning of the season?
I wasn't really expecting anything. I just wanted to play as hard as I could and really try to get on varsity.
Talk to me about your past in basketball. When did you start playing?
I started playing in 2nd grade, and I wanted to do it because I thought it would be really fun, but then I didn't think I would come this far.
Did you play in middle school and everything?
Yeah.
What middle school did you go to?
Trinity Catholic.
And talk to me about your days there. What was it like playing in middle school? Did you know did you feel like you were going to be able to play in high school? Did you get any inkling of that?
Yeah, by that point, I really wanted to play in high school.
Cognetta or anything about her past here? Because, I mean, it seems like you stepped into her role. Did you know anything about her?
Yeah, I knew she had like a big role in Stamford High basketball, and I was ready to step in.